As the son of Guinean immigrants who was born in Saudi Arabia, raised in New York, and has traveled all around the world, I've always been fascinated with the concept of home. They say home is where the heart is, but what about where it used to be, where it wants to be? This led me on a journey to explore the goals, struggles, and accomplishments of African immigrants who have returned home. Season 1 takes place in one of my countries of origin, the Republic of Guinea. In 1958, Guinea was the first West African country to say no to French colonial rule, becoming totally independent from France. The country's first president, Sékou Touré, famously said, "We prefer freedom in poverty to wealth in slavery." This quote embodies the spirit of Guineans. Guinea is a mineral-rich country that has an abundance of diamonds, gold, precious metals, and contains 25% of the world's bauxite reserves. The opportunities are endless. Are you brave enough to come home?
Were your parents at all, were they on your side when you told them that you wanted to come back? Did they agree with your decision to return?
Definitely not. So I always have weird way of traveling. When I was going, I didn't know. But when I was coming back, they didn't know.
Wow.
So I decided to call my mom one day and tell her, okay, I did enough here. I think it's time for me to come back. I already gave my boss the notice saying that in 3 months I gotta go, and same thing for my apartment. And I packed all my stuff, and that's when I called my parents. And it's after I did all that, I called my mom and I was like, okay, I took my decision and I'm coming back. She's like, you don't know what's going on here. You know, there is, the country is not stable. You didn't look for a job. You don't have a car. You don't have this. You don't have that. I'm like, so it's home.
Yeah.
There is no place like home. And there is you guys. You know.
A lot of our parents from that generation, they just want, their whole thing in life, their whole goal was, let my kids study abroad. Let them get a good education abroad.
Yes. Not here.
Come back when they're married, old with kids, that's fine, but let them go, study abroad, be safe, and not be here. So
But why?
I think it's just because of how they grew up, how things were for them, and their experiences.
But if you look at how they grew up or the type of people they are today, their values are like hard workers and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like those are the values you should want your kids to have.
I agree.
And then you have all the difference of, you know, first winter, summer, and all that crazy
Seasons, yeah.
minus 45 in Montreal sometimes.
Snow.
No, snow is okay, but minus 40, it's worse than inside a freezer.
Yeah, but snow is traumatizing for some people. People who are from like Sahelian
Yeah.
climates, and the snow
People
is
from
traumatizing
Guinea,
sometimes.
especially.
Like, what is this? They're scared. They're not used to it. So
Yeah.
The first day you came back to Guinea, how did you feel?
In Montreal, I did 4 years before coming back in Guinea. The first time I came back, I came back through Dakar. And so when I got to Dakar, as soon as I came down the stairs, I started crying.
Wow.
Seriously, literally, I started crying and I was crying like a baby. And one of my mom friends was in the plane and he was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay, but..." And I was so emotional that day, seriously. So I was happy to be in Guinea. And then when I came back for good, it was different because you know you're not going back. You know, so your mindset is completely different. When I got home, I was like, okay, did I make a mistake? Because I didn't have electricity when I got home. We don't have water and things like that. So those are the realities that you kind of wake up to and you're like, damn, what did I do? You know? And then the next morning, you're able to see your parents. You have breakfast with them. You go out, you see your grandma, you see your nephew you didn't see for a long time. And then everything comes back to what are you looking for in life? I know I'm really, really a family person, and I couldn't get that in Canada. So for me, coming back, at first it was really scary. And then everything came back where it was supposed to be. So I was really happy. And I'm still happy after, 2 years now, home. I'm definitely happy.
Was it hard to find a job?
It was complicated. It wasn't hard because it doesn't matter where you're at. I think it's always a process, and the process can be long, short, exhausting, and things like that. It was complicated because if you are part of a circle or your parents are part of a circle, people think that it's easier for you. So they don't even want to give you the opportunities for you to show them what you're able of doing. So for me, that was the hard part. Everyone thought, okay, your parents can hook you up. Your dad is well known, so he can hook you up easily. But my dad is the one person that will never make a phone call for you to get a job. So I was like, dude, you need to make that phone call so I can get in,
It's not easy.
It's not. So I had to do 3, 4, 5 times more work than a lot of people. The process was long. It took me 6, 7 months to get my first contract. And then after that first contract, it was just like I was getting contract after contract after contract. So it was, okay, now people understand that my dad will never make that phone call. So they are giving me my chances and things like that. It was easier after the first contract. But before that, hey, it wasn't easy.
Were you ever afraid of failing? Did failure ever cross your mind?
No, honestly, never. For me, it's never a failure. It's always a learning process. So you always have opportunities to do better. If something doesn't work the way you want it to work, just find another way. Just try something else. Try it differently. The society here, it's harder on you. So yes, the pressure is bigger. But at the same time, if you're doing it for yourself, you should not be afraid, honestly. People tell me often, oui, mais les autres, ils font ça, ils ont fait ça. And I'm like, so?
Et alors?
Moi, j'ai fait autre chose.
Ouais.
En attendant, je m'en sors bien. Donc, yeah.
What do you think the importance of coming back to Guinea is for Guineans who live in the diaspora?
I don't think everyone should come back. That's one thing. There is people that should come back, and there is people that could stay there, or should stay there. Peu importe le pays dans lequel tu vis, il faut plutôt trouver ce que tu as envie de faire et ce que tu as envie de changer. Moi, je sais que je suis une personne, je ne veux pas forcément être un numéro d'assurance sociale ou quoi que ce soit. Je veux, par exemple, construire une école et je vois le changement demain, tout de suite. I want to see it right away.
Yeah.
So for me, it's never going to happen in Canada, or it's never going to happen in the US or elsewhere. So yeah, my home is on the continent itself. It could be anywhere. It could be Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa and all, but it has to be in Africa. And that's because the change I'm able to do is more tangible. You're able to see it right away. It's, the impact is there. And people that are living there or outside of the continent, they also have a purpose. Si tout le monde ne peut pas être ici. Et puis de toute façon, il n'y a pas la place pour tout le monde. Ils n'ont qu'à rester là-bas. Nous, on va rester ici. C'est mieux, franchement. That's also the reality. If I take my example, my little sister and I'm pretty sure she won't come in. Elle va pas revenir maintenant.
Jaka.
Yeah, Jaka. I don't think her place is in Guinea yet. Maybe in 5, 10 years, but not now. You need to know what you're looking for, and you need to know where you can get that. Everyone should know their drive and find the place where they can get their drive. That's all.
There's something special about now, though.
Of course.
Things are booming now. Doors are opening.
And we're going to close on va fermer toutes les frontières bientôt, là. Ceux qui sont ici restent ici, ceux qui sont là-bas restent là-bas. Non, mais il y a beaucoup de choses qui changent. Quand tu regardes depuis que je suis revenue, par rapport à il y a 2 ans. Il y a 2 ans, je ne pouvais pas trouver un seul développeur en Guinée. même si je savais qu'ils étaient localement présents. Je savais qu'ils existaient, qu'ils avaient les endroits où les trouver et tout. Mais aujourd'hui, ils ont une communauté. Ils ont créé une communauté. So for me, it's even easier to do my job because I build website, I create technology, I help create ergonomy and things like that, graphic design. I need to work with them. I need their help to be able to build everything I want to build. Today, it's easier for me to find them. That's one. Second, we have more electricity today than it was 2 years ago. People are going to kill me for that, but it's reality.
No, during the World Cup, we had electricity. I was so happy.
Thank you.
4 or 5 days straight. I was so happy we had electricity.
So people don't realize, but yes, we have more electricity today.
Yeah,
it's
water
still
and
not 24/7, but hey, take it easy. We're coming from far, man. I came once in Guinea and I didn't have electricity for months. You know, so we are coming from really far. Internet is a little bit more accessible. It's a little bit cheaper. Phone, the same thing. Today, you don't call someone, he's next to you, and you hear like the person is busy. It never happened, you know. Now it's not happening. And those are the little things people don't realize. On commence à avoir des petits restaurants partout. People are rooting for made in Guinea products, you know. We have a lot of stuff that are going on. We just need to talk about it a little bit more and talk less about politics. And then people will realize that, okay, this is moving forward. Let's just focus on the right side of it. Let's leave the politics to politicians. And let's root for what is working, really. So for me, that's my focus. I don't talk about politics. I try not to as much as possible. Because je suis pas politicienne, Joe. Je veux pas être dans la politique, je vais pas me mêler.
Je comprends.
Donc c'est ça.
Check out the next episode of Momo Dione Going Home.